what would have happened instead of a regular football for Ronaldo's overhead kick, Mbappe's volley or Messi's solo goals, one of these was used? It is just a ball after all. Well, that's because of this. In fact, there's 2 more accreditations that a ball can have, and in this video we'll cover the steps that brands such as Nike, Adidas and Puma, as well as many more, take to make footballs that are suitable from Sunday League to the Champions League. So first, let's start off with the different accreditations. First is FIFA Basic. To get this down for approval, a ball is assessed using basic safety and durability tests, and you'll find that these balls are usually more budget friendly. Next is FIFA Quality. These balls go through a bit more rigorous testing and are higher in quality and cost. These balls are more suitable for lower professional leagues or higher amateur leagues, and this is due to the higher level of performance that these balls provide. Then at the top you have FIFA Quality Pro. These balls go through the most rigorous of tests and is what you find in most professional games and on all official match balls. They're also the most expensive. There's also the IMS badge, which just means International Match Standard, which is just basically an unlicensed version of FIFA Basic. Now that you know that, it's important to know which tests are actually going to gain these accreditations. So let's take a look at them. First up is weight. Every football needs to feel right for a clean strike. To ensure consistency, 3 balls are selected that are inflated to 0.8 bar of pressure. They are then weighed on a highly calibrated electronic scale in a wind-free environment. Each measurement is recorded individually and then an average is taken to get a more accurate reading. And for a quality pro ball, they need to weigh between 420 and 455 grams. Next is the circumference test. Size does matter. Imagine training with a smaller ball and then switching to a bigger ball for a match. It will throw you off your game. That's why in 2011, FIFA introduced the circumference and sphericity machine. Now this incredible machine takes 45,000 data points off the ball to ensure that it's the correct size. And for a size 5 quality pro ball, it needs to be between 68.5 and 69.5 centimeters. A football needs to be round, right? That sounds pretty obvious. If a ball isn't spherical enough or even too spherical, it can move unpredictably in the air. Imagine a striker lining up for a perfect shot, but the ball takes a weird bounce. But thanks to the CSM again, this kind of eliminates this issue. It will detect any kind of defects in the ball's sphericity before it even gets to the pitch. A football needs to bounce consistently every time. Whether you're controlling a pass with your chest or heading towards goal, you need the ball to be reliable. In this test, the ball is dropped from 2 meters onto a steel plate in controlled conditions. And then a high-speed camera measured the rebound over 10 trials, ensuring the ball performs in the same way. This is done in hot temperatures and cold temperatures, and the ball must bounce consistently between 135 and 155 centimeters. Absolutely no one wants to play with a waterlogged football. Extra, it can ruin the way the ball moves and make heading painful. To test this, a ball is put in a water tank and compressed 250 times by a piston. The weight of the ball is measured before and after to ensure minimal water absorption. And for a quality pro ball, it must not absorb more than 10% of the ball's capacity. Have you ever played with a ball that consistently needs to be pumped? That's exactly what this test prevents. Balls are inflated to 1 bar and left in a temperature controlled environment and left for 72 hours. After that, the balls are checked to see how much pressure has been lost, because no one really wants to stop mid-game to pump a football. And for a quality pro ball, it can't lose more than 20% of the air inside. Now this one's only for quality pro footballs. To simulate real match conditions, a mechanical leg shoots a football at 50 kilometers per hour at a steel plate 2,000 times. After this, the ball is checked for pressure loss, any changes in shape and any damage to the seams or the valve. Only the toughest and best quality footballs pass this test. And don't worry if your ball doesn't necessarily have any of the accreditations. It just means it's not been tested to be seen as suitable to be used in competitive football matches. So there you have it. Every professional football goes through rigorous and extreme testing before it even reaches the pitch. So next time you kick a ball, you know how much science is behind every strike.